Hi, I'm Emmanuel Xavier, and you're watching Out at the Center.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Take your time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it right. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This year, Marriage Equality New York's 5th annual wedding march happened in late summer instead of spring. And instead of rain, there was sweltering sunshine for the thousands who gathered at City Hall to march across the Brooklyn Bridge. Here's hoping that the continued work of our activists and elected officials will make New York the 4th state to officially recognize same-sex marriage.
How the world can change, it can change like that, 'cause of one little word, married.
This is Rick Baruta with Out at the Center. We're at Cadman Plaza in Brooklyn, having just marched across the Brooklyn Bridge with hundreds of would-be same-sex married couples for the Marriage Equality March.
Proud to be here with so many friends and with so many of you today as we stand up to support marriage equality. This is the march, this wedding march, this march for marriage equality today. And this is year number 5? Year number 5. We continue to send a strong and unified message.
We've been together 3 years this Wednesday, and we would like to have that right. We think it's important.
Now, do you both have any kind of domestic partnership or civil union right now?
No, we do not. We were thinking about doing it, but really only for health benefits. It's sort of insulting, so it's not something I'm really excited about getting. Like, I'd rather have the full marriage. Yeah.
I understand that you two met at the Marriage March a year ago. Is that true?
That's correct. We met. It was in May last year, so it was a little more than a year ago. But I performed, and he taped it for the center.
Yeah.
We've been together since.
And so, obviously this event has extra special meaning for you, but what does marriage mean to you?
Well, to me, I think marriage is a right that everyone should have, whether they're gay or straight.
Especially in the climate right now, with couples who come from different nations have absolutely no recourse to sponsor each other in the United States until there is federal marriage, and state marriage doesn't count because of the Defense of Marriage Act. So until that's overturned, couples who come from different nations are pretty much between a rock and a hard place.
And why does the international component mean something to you?
Well, I'm Canadian, and Robert is American.
We're together for 15 years. We got married in Massachusetts a few months after they went with the marriage law there. Aside from that, we have individual contracts for all of our financial obligations. We have a daughter together. We have a second parent adoption. Thank goodness we live in a state that would enable us to do that. We did move from Connecticut to New York to gain that right. So we think we're pretty protected for right now, but of course, nothing would protect us better than national, federal recognition.
What has been the response to you as a couple since you were married?
Well, everybody's just been very excited for us and really happy. We've been together for 15 years, so it was kind of like about time.
Governor Patterson talked about where his affinity to the LGBT community came from. Where it came from was knowing a gay male couple when he was growing up and seeing through them being out and being a happy couple that LGBT people were just like everybody else. Congratulate all of yourselves, because you are the folks over these past 5 and many more years who've gotten this state assembly to the place it is, and who will very, very, very soon get New York State to a place of full equality for our families.
We've discussed the future, yes.
And what do you think might happen?
Well, the great thing about Canada, not to say, I love this country, but you don't necessarily have to get married to immigrate to Canada. Like, if you're in a relationship, they recognize that for immigration purposes.
So they're basically like, oh, so you love each other, eh? Why don't you just come down and live here, eh? And that'll be nice, because we like people who love each other.
What would you say to people in America who don't understand what marriage equality is right now? What would be your message for them today?
Well, I would say that, it's just important. It is a human rights issue. The thing that people don't understand is all the rights that do come with marriage. And then on top of that, it's like the separate but not equal thing.
You're talking about straight Americans, right?
Imagine that you can do your grocery shopping together. Imagine that you could even buy a house together. Imagine all the things that you could put together in life, and then imagine that your spouse dies and you're told by the doctor that they can't let you see or claim her body because you are legal strangers. That's what I'd say to them. Just imagine it.
It's about that everybody is equal and everybody should be treated equal and have the same legal protections and legal rights and obligations.
Times there suddenly ceases to be. For you wake one day, look around and say, somebody wonderful married me. Okay, good luck to us.
And that's all for this excerpt of Out at the Center. If you want to see the full show, check it out on our website at gaycenter.org/out. Until next time, I'm Emmanuel Xavier. Goodbye.
Can change. It can change like that, 'cause of one little word, married. See a palace rise from a one-room flat, 'cause of one little word, married. And the old despair that was sometimes there suddenly ceases to be. For you wake one day, look around and say, somebody wonderful married me.